talking about the human impact of SQL Server high availability in virtual environments. So virtual environments and the human impact is really the focus. So first off, high availability in a virtual environment, you have the VM level high availability solutions, where typically you're talking about the VMware HA in the VMware world, or the Hyper-V failover clustering in the Microsoft world, where you're providing VM resiliency against hardware failures only. So you're clustering them. If there's a problem with one of the host servers, one of the remaining host servers will take over that VMware workload. That gives you a risk mitigation against single points of failure at the hardware level. However, you may or may not realize this, those types of failures will require a complete reboot of your server, your virtual machine. So the OS must restart. The application, SQL Server itself, is going to have to restart from a hard failure. So there's some recovery time involved with the SQL Server crash recovery. It's going to do a soft recovery and roll back transactions and master databases. So there's some time involved with that type of recovery in the minimally the 2.5, 3 minute time range at best case. Really, depending upon your SQL Server and what was going on, SQL Server recovery could take even longer than that. We really look at VMware level high availability like VMware HA and Hyper-V failover clustering as complementary to SQL Server high availability. But what it is not, does not eliminate downtime from hardware failures, because again that 2 to 3 minute or longer recovery time is pretty significant and may not fall within your recovery time objective. Also, by just doing something like VMware HA, you have no availability during maintenance. So if you need to do an OS update or a SQL Server update, you're going to have to schedule that downtime. So VMware level HA does not provide does not give you an option to minimize the downtime for that plant maintenance. And it does not protect you from architectural decisions. This is where the human development gets involved. When you are relying on VMware HA or Hyper-V HA to be your end-all be-all to make sure SQL Server is up and running, you're at the mercy of the VMware administrator or the SAN administrator. They need to do something, it's going to impact your ability to keep SQL Server up and running. So you're really at the mercy of those people that may or may not understand the importance of the availability of your SQL Server application.